Hello and welcome to Saturn Day Sabbath. I'm Reiki Master Sharon, and today I want to talk about the difference between divine timing and waiting to not be afraid. Because I feel like there's times where divine timing has come up multiple times in our lives, but we've been too scared to take that jump. And I feel like every time we miss that exit, the same message just knocks louder. So I just want to kind of discuss how we can kind of think about this in a more, sorry, Mira's here with me. Say hi, Mira. Hi, Mira. Aw. She's a good girl. So what I'm saying is there some things that we can ask ourselves to figure out whether or not this is divine timing or us holding ourselves back? Because sometimes we're afraid. We're afraid because we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know how it's going to play out. We're afraid that we're not going to be supported. We're afraid that things aren't going to go the way that we want them to. And if God is pushing you to do something, even if you don't understand how it's going to unfold, He makes a way. And I've seen this happen many times in my life. But still, sometimes I question, is this me holding myself back, or is this me waiting for divine timing? Because, like now, I'm out of work. I have some medical issues going on. I'm waiting for disability. And in that season, if I make too much money, I can be automatically knocked off of getting disability, which I don't even know if I would be able to make enough money to get bumped off of disability. But the fact that I am not sure of that is kind of scary to me, to actually go forward and do what I feel like I'm being called to do. But I think that is me more so holding myself back, because I ask myself, how does it benefit me not to try? Because the benefits of me not trying is that I don't have to put myself out there. I don't have to risk failure. I don't have to, put myself in a position where I may screw myself over. But the benefits of me doing it is that I know that I'd be doing what God is calling me to do. I know that it would help a lot of people. And I know that God would support me. So if I know that God is going to support me, why do I still hold myself back out of fear of being too successful or not successful enough? And this is just the humanness of ourselves. So when we can look at these things and say, okay, why am I not moving forward? Is it really because I'm better off here? Or is it because I'm afraid? Am I afraid that I'm not going to be supported? Am I afraid that I'm going to fail? Am I afraid that things aren't going to work out? Am I comfortable where I am? Am I comfortable not having to have those hard, difficult conversations that really highlight how I'm feeling and who I am authentically as a person? Because those conversations, they need to be had at some point or another, or you're going to find it very hard to be fulfilled within your life. Because if you're walking around trying to make everybody else happy, you're going to make yourself miserable, And that in turn is going to make them miserable because you can't make anybody happy but yourself. I'm sorry, I just want to make sure Mira was really going to sit down because Mira's been peeing on everything. So, but that's what I have for you guys today. I'd really like you to just sit and think about that thing that you've been putting off and why you've been putting it off, why you've been deciding not to have that difficult conversation, because those difficult conversations are really what help everything fall into place. Doing that thing that you're scared of is really what's going to help everything fall into place. And until you decide to do that within your own free will, there's only so much that God can do to support you rather than push you in the direction of doing it. Because when we don't do the things that God is pushing us and calling us to do, then we're being disobedient. And then that opens the door for other things to happen in our lives that are not very optimal and aren't things that we would like to experience. So I would like to encourage us all to take that leap of faith and have trust that God is going to catch us. Okay? All right, have a great weekend, guys.